people do hydro dipping lately, and I've always wanted to try it myself, and my friend Brian over at Schmood actually put out a video all on hydro dipping, and I'll put a card up here for his videos because they are super incredible, very informative. But I'm going to be doing kind of like a spray paint marbled hydro dipping today, and that is because Lone Fox family member Miriam Arlegard, I probably butchered that, but I'll put her name on the screen right here, sent over a message. She said, I would love to see these marble terracotta pots. And so I opened the message, and they look like this. They're super cute. I'll pop up a photo for you guys. They're basically terracotta pots that have like this marbling on the outside of them. And I thought hydro dipping would be perfect to create a very similar look. And this is my first time ever doing it, and I'm obsessed with the outcome. So let me share with you guys how I made these. Okay, I'm really excited to share with you guys this project. I used 3 terracotta pots from Joann's and also an assortment of different spray paints. You could choose whatever colors you want. I opted for this colorway. And what I'm starting off by doing is giving the terracotta pots a spray of the white. That way it has like a nice primed base for our marbling to go on top of. And you're just gonna wanna fill up a large plastic container. I had this one on hand, literally underneath my sink, so I pulled it out and used it. You're just gonna fill it up with water, and I'm going to start by spraying a lot of the white spray paint in there. Then I'm gonna go in with another color. This is like the almond color, I believe. And then I'm gonna also add a little bit of copper. And something I realized is that the closer you are to the water when you spray, the more of a marbled effect you get. And the further away you are, the more that the surface is completely covered. So I do suggest spraying a little bit closer to get that design. But all you have to do to hydro dip these is literally place them down into the water and let that full like marble pattern kind of go all the way on the outside. This pot was a little bit large, so I kind of had to wiggle it around as shown here. But ideally, you're just gonna want it to kind of go all the way down to the bottom, and then you can clear off any of the spray paint around it and just pull it out. And this is the marbled pot. I thought this one looked pretty good, but this next one that we're doing is going to look amazing. So as you can see, I'm spraying the spray paint pretty close to the water, which gives it a little bit more of a marbled effect. And the closer you get it, I just find that the more streaky it got, which I really love that look. So I grabbed our next pot, placed it down, kind of twisted it and rotated it as I dropped it into the water. Once you are done with that, just clear any of the surrounding spray paint by kind of doing this little whirlpool, and then pull it up and out. And that finished off this one, which I thought this one looked really great. I love the marbling in this one, and I love the colorway as well. Our last one, I opted to do a little bit of green in there, and I thought the green was gonna be darker, but it was just so bright. So this one honestly was not my favorite, but I thought I would include it anyways because maybe one of you guys out there likes this one. So I added a little bit of copper in there. I added the green. I just wished the green was a lot darker. It was just a little bit too bright and like a Kelly green as opposed to an emerald green color. This is what it looked like. I actually went in and sprayed a little bit of white on top of it to conceal some of that green. And then I added a little bit of copper as well, thinking it would help, but I actually ended up going in and hydro dipping it a second time in a majority of white and copper to see if I can get rid of some of that green, but the green still kind of peeked through. However, I left it as is because I wasn't too dissatisfied with it, so I actually went ahead and just blotched off some of that excess water. This is just going to pop any air bubbles that got underneath the paint and just get off any excess water, and just do this very, very lightly. Just let these dry for a couple of hours, and then you can use them as plant pots.